What's going on, Profit Bill fam? Back with another one. I want to show a quick clip. Let's say building an EF in 20 minutes. I imported a right-hand drive EF3 from Japan. I want to say 2019, summer 2019. I left the stock motor in it. It was a dual overhead cam ZC motor. It's stamped at D16, so it confuses a lot of people over here in America. But it was one of their engines that Honda was, I guess, testing out their dual cams before they came out with the LS. But long story short, I kept a motor stock. I threw a small eBay turbo kit on it, and it made decent power. I just want to put these clips out there before I lose them, and then actually get into the actual builds and what we have going on now. It currently has a built D16 motor in it, making over 400 horsepower. So yeah, hopefully you guys sit back, enjoy the quick little clips, and like, comment, subscribe if you can.
Use a throttle bearing.
So first off, after actually dreaming about this car for 15 years and going to sit in it every weekend, I decided to actually put some money into it. So first I started off with some suspension parts, and then I actually worked my way into the motor. But I opted for the Skunk 2 ST coilovers and the blocks camber kits. It was a way big difference compared to stock. I was all over the road, and the adjustment alone with the dampening with the Skunk 2, it made the ride so much better. It was smooth but stiff. It was honestly like a brand new car, and the car came from 1989. It was unbelievable. The ride height, I didn't go too low, I didn't go too crazy. It is a small car and the bottom is relatively flat, so I didn't want to ruin anything. At that time I also still had the OEM exhaust on, so it kind of hung a little low. But for the most part it was bone stock. All I did was clean it up a little bit, cleaned up the engine bay, kept everything OEM. I wanted to keep the nostalgic of the vehicle, but then obviously everything snowballed. This was actually the first time it's ever had a wash since the whole commute over from Japan and the whole waiting in the docks for about 6 months before customs cleared it. This was the first wash. The amount of dust that came off of it was crazy. I ordered these headers here from J2. Nice little dual overhead cam headers. There's not that many companies that make them for the ZC. But I tried to keep it clean. It lasted for about a year and a half before I started doing any major mods and stuff like that. But like I said earlier in the video, I opted for an eBay kit. I just wanted to get everything mocked up because obviously everybody knows in the EF community there's no bolt-on cell turbo kit for this car. Everything is do it your own way and who can do it the cleanest. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy a little bit more of this, and eventually after this we'll get into the D16 build that we threw in it.
And drive, yeah. Let's give it a little juice, yeah. We about to gun it. What's up? What's up?
How are these fucking backing up, baby? That's what you think, man.
Not really, though. Believe it or not.
You know, surprisingly, it
not that
feels
hard.
more
Easier back up?
Yeah, it's
it
not that
feels
hard.
more second nature.
I actually ended up getting really lucky and finding a J's Racing replica wing. Even though it's a replica, they're kind of hard to find and still pretty pricey. But yeah, I got lucky on Facebook Marketplace. I threw those headers on that you see on the floor there, and I think the next thing we got into was the clutch, because when we got the car, when it came off the boat, it had a hard withdrawal bearing. You're gonna see a bunch of sexy cars in the background, Skylines, R33s, and a bunch of stuff. I used to work at this importer dealership. They're still in effect now. They're just in the middle of relocating. But that's how I was so lucky to get my car from overseas and be able to work on it in such a shop with great tools. Blessed for all the opportunities I've had. But yeah, this is the stock ZC motor D16. I stripped the valve cover because it was paint chip all over the place. Dropped the transmission. We threw a new clutch in there. It was, I believe, a ACT street disc, but it was their extreme pressure plate, so it was a little more tougher than their heavy duty. There goes the Boss's R33, beautiful car. When we imported that car, it was white. We wrapped it tan, and yeah, on the lift we'll just start getting that clutch job done. Then we have the K Club in the corner. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of that. Again, all those cars are right-hand drive, beautiful JDM legends, man. I had the great opportunity to build in my car right next to him. So we threw that ACT clutch on, ARP bolts. Came out real nice, came out real clean.
You know what I mean? No in and out of tie rods, new little ball joints. You know what I mean? We got new brakes all the way around. New Skunk 2 upper control arms. New True Heart lower control arms in the front. Gotta do the front lowers too, you know what I mean? New hub bearings. EF gonna be rolling real nice, suspension.
Yeah, so I basically redid the whole car and upgraded all the suspension components. We did wheel bearings. It is an SI, so it does have rotors all the way around, not drums in the back like a DX. So we did cross drilled and slotted rotors, skunk to struts, skunk to control arms. We went with the Megan traction bar because it bolts in the OEM subframe locations. We got the Prothane bushings for the trailing arms, True Heart toe arms and camber arm links. Car drove so great. Feels like I can make a turn at 100 with no problem. Especially with the ASR upgrade. I went with the polished subframe and the 24mm, I believe is the 24mm sway bar with the adjustable links. Car was amazing. Like, it can never get over how great this car handled and how great it looked, especially for an EF. I actually customed my exhaust, and normally out of an EFDA they come over the right control arm and then have that whole S-bend muffler. I believe later on, I'll see if I can throw a clip in there. I have the full exhaust after I went turbo, and I end up going over the left control arm. You'll see it later on in the video. And then I found a company, I believe it was in Russia, RT Honda. He made a X-bar for the EF, and once I seen that thing, I had to have it. I was saving up my chips for that, but it looked amazing. I ended up getting a EG seatbelt harness bar and a EG floor bar and shortening it just about an inch. And I don't have any pictures of it at the moment, but it completed the whole semi-roll cage, I guess, bolt-in bars. It looked amazing in the EF, especially complemented the black with the yellow. But the car was pretty clean. I kept it stock. I had the ZC in it for about 1.5 years, I said, and then I went turbo. And it made, I believe, with the turbo kit, eBay turbo kit, it was 290 and 240 torque. It was very surprising for even a tuner. And but again, none of us really work with this little dual overhead cam, single cam, little. I don't know what Honda was thinking when they came out with it, but it was a great little motor. And we put the trans together, cleaned it up. This is when I started putting the turbo on, mocking up the turbo kit, and it was great because everything fit absolutely perfect. People were telling me not to do this, not to do that, do it this way, but always listen to yourself, figure it out, take your own measurements. I ended up cutting 2 little holes and making a backdoor setup instead of going all the way around like the traditional EF people do and having all this extra piping. So it fit perfect. I ended up almost using the OEM kit, eBay kit, like just how it came. I just had to shorten some pipes here and there, but other than that, it was basically bolt up.
Just finished the drain plug. About to get it, about to test it. I already primed it with oil, unplugged the dizzy. Full rad in with the turbo kit. The dump tube welded to the down plate. She's alive. runner, boys. She's a runner. The full 3-inch downpipe. I did some custom, you can see it from here. Can't. On my dump tube, I welded into the downpipe, so I don't got no fire, nothing up here. Full 3-inch all the way through on the EF, full 3-inch. Normally the EF goes this way, and over that control arm, I went this way, straight out the left side. So much cleaner. I don't know why they didn't do EFs like that from the jump. So much cleaner. Doing the first turbo spool, turbo pull, rev, whatever you want to call it. Nice. Do it again.
One shot, won't stop, one dream, one team, live life my way, work too hard to walk away, I can not stop, work till I finally drop, chase this money headed to the top, they ain't on me, on me, on me, on me, on me, that's right, they hating on me, on me, on me, on me, on me. They hating on me. When I'm outside, she blow up my line. I can let her go, she's one of a kind. She get it on.